Taurus, the month of February is a very grounding energy for you, and that is going to equate to prosperity. Let's take a look at the sun, moon, rising sign of Taurus, wherever Taurus is heavily in your chart. And let's see what's going on for you, because I am hearing this is going to be absolutely amazing for a lot of you. The card that pulled out when I was asking what message do you want me to give Taurus is the Ace of Pentacles, and I love that for you. This is all about you. This month of February has to do with everything that you've been working so hard on. Now, I know that there are two different groups of people. There are people who are ascending and they're doing quite well, and there are some groups of people who are kind of stagnant. This is going to be split, so pay close attention. There's going to be different visions, different messages as we go forward. But when it comes overall in general for Taurus, you guys have been going through a lot, and you are all about prosperity. You are of Earth, and Earth is prosperity. Everything on the material plane is prosperity in the tarot, right? But just overall in general, the guided message is this grounding energy is going to equal prosperity. So whatever you're doing, make sure that you stay grounded. Make sure that you are in one mind, body, and spirit. And as you go forward, things are going to start falling in your place, no matter which group you are in. All of the stuff that you went through, one challenge after another, and they're showing me like a step. Okay, this challenge, and then you had this challenge, and then you had this challenge, and it has all been to grow you as a soul being. Okay, it's about this big journey, ascending soul's journey. The name of my business. This is about the ascension of your spirit, being able to climb out of the old and transmute it into something new, and that's what I'm seeing for the sign of Taurus. Now, all over the place, I'm hearing little, I don't really watch a lot of readers anymore. I don't have time. But what I am hearing is Taurus is one of the selected groups that are going to do well this year. And I see it as all zodiac signs, no matter where you are, no matter what your placement is, if you've been focused and you've been working on ascending, you will do it. You will, if you haven't already. But when it comes to Taurus, you really have this highlight energy, especially between January and June, between the first, in that 6 months of this year of 2025. And then it's almost like, I'm not going to say it's smooth sailing, because there's going to be things moving around, but it's like here you are on a magic carpet and you go, woo, and then you go like this, and you're bypassing all of the things that are coming on around you. Whether it's drama, whether it's stagnation, it doesn't matter, from you, from other people. This is going to be really a big deal for you. So you want to make sure that you're using everything you have in these first 6 months, but February is really looking well for a lot of you, most definitely. Now we're going to look at your foundation. All right, that's your life, your career, your finances, your health. Then we're going to turn around and look at your family and friends. Then we'll look at romance, and I will give you the guided message at the end. Remember, I am guided with Archangel Michael, my guide Ali, who has been with me my entire life, and I am directly connected to the divine myself. So these come through me. Now, this is the ending. This is the transmutation that I'm talking about. You're transmuting everything that you went through and you're turning it into something really amazing. This has to do with your foundation, and your foundation is the Ace of Pentacles. This is that beautiful foundation that so many of you know how to do, the house that you love to live in, the land that you want to build on, okay? And it may be either buying a house or building a house. I do see for some of you that this is going to come in for you. I feel you already have it in the works. You might have a location that you're looking for, or you've been working on manifesting and you see the home. Now it's time for you to make sure that you connect with the energy of the land, because you want to make sure that you vibrate with the land. It gives off frequencies, it gives off vibration. So if we're in a location where things are going chaotic, chances are you're either surrounded by a lot of negative people, negative energy, but that energy can be coming right from the land itself. So this is a time for you to transmute everything. Make sure you're looking at all before you take that final action. Whatever you're going to do this month is going to really land into this beautiful, new, prosperous beginning. And it may be starting at ground zero, all right? It might be starting at the base and working your way up. You have the Seven of Pentacles. When it comes to your money, I feel some of you need to look at how you are handling your money. There are two messages here, clear and distinct. One group of you, they're saying, now again, this is a general reading, so it may not be you, it might be your partner, it could be your adult child that lives with you, maybe your next door neighbor, anybody that has a direct connection with you in your life. But the analyzing of the way that they're spending the money, you might have been used to spending money and not really having to budget or account for it. And they're saying, don't do that. Right now, you want to make sure that you understand where all the money is going to. So that's going through your bank records. And if you're filing taxes, like in a lot of the different countries, they're doing that right around now. This is that time to analyze. So while you're getting all your paperwork ready, analyze it. How much are you putting in your investing in your own business? If you're a business owner, are there things that you can change, cut back, maybe double up on this one and reduce that one? Same expense, but better quality. So whether it's the money, whether it's the quality, it's about quality of life. Reanalyze everything around you. And they're saying, write it out. Write it out. For another group of you, this is, well, that's two of you right there. It's the same message that I'm hearing. Be very cautious about where you're investing your money. I feel for some of you, you may be meeting somebody. This may be one of you. It could be 100 of you. You might be meeting somebody. Be careful of scammers, okay? That's the bottom line. That's what I'm saying. Be very aware of spammers. I feel the scammers are out, and not as bad as they're going to be later, but they are definitely on the rise. And you need to make sure that you aren't going to get taken over by somebody. Like my grandparents, when they retired, they had enough money to retire on. They met a guy and he's like, invest in this. And they did. They took a little and invested it in. And it paid off. They did really well. He had another one that came around several months later. They invested in that and it paid off too. A big grand finale. The third one, they invested everything they had in there because of what the past history was, what they were presented. And they're very smart. They're very good with money. And they lost every dime. I mean, they lost everything. And that was all their retirement. So please be very careful about scammers. All right. Now, we have the Queen of Wands, and for some of you, this is a new opportunity, especially if you are looking for, one, a new place to work. Some of you, this is going to be online. I don't feel that it's necessarily in person, but you may be working side by side. I'm seeing a vision of you side by side with somebody. So even if it's virtual, it's like the two of you are connected all day long and you work in tandem with each other. And I feel this is going to be really, really good for you. It's like a mentoring kind of a thing or training program. It's going to be very good for you. For another group of you, this is about you using your creativity to produce finances, or if you're already financially okay, to produce a way to give back to the community, to help others. You are the mentor, basically. You are the one who's the inspirer to other people. You're giving lectures, you're giving information, you're sharing. I see somebody handing somebody a paper. So the documents that you're handing is going to help those individuals, right? So whether this is actually a paying opportunity or an opportunity for you to give back, it's going to be very, very good. And it has everything to do with this Ace of Pentacles. Feeling grounded in the environment, giving back in a way that's very, very, very good for you and those around you. And that produces an excellent foundation for you. One more card here, and then we're going to look at family and friends. Ooh, that one flew way over there. Okay. Oh my goodness. So for you guys, you have the Three of Wands, and this Three of Wands is planning and preparing. And I do see some of you planning a trip. This trip is Italy. For some of you, it looks like Italy. It could be Czechoslovakia. I do see it's more like in Europe. If you're planning a trip, regardless of where it's at, this is going to be an eye opener for you. I see you like looking, well, kind of like that. I mean, doesn't have his hand up like I did, but see how he's looking? But that's how I see you, where like you're looking at everything from a smaller lens. But it's an outside of you lens where you're observing, you're seeing how different cultures maneuver and they said shake things up, okay? How they are making things happen. That's the way we're going to phrase it in this reading, okay? But that's the words that I heard for you. The trip is going to be very good for you. The Three of Wands in the tarot itself actually represents planning a trip and waiting for everything to get to a point where you can go, waiting for that time to show up. The travel itself is what's going to be very rewarding for you because it's going to show you something that you haven't seen. So it's like a brand new adventure fitting right in with those wands for sure. Now, you guys, let's take a look at family and friends. I feel this ending, the ending and the transformation for some of you had to do with your family. Your root chakra may have been really, I feel like some of you still feel pulled down, like you have a lead anchor on your foot. That's what it feels like to me. But the good thing is you're gonna clip that off, whoever this family person is. Now, again, these are situations, and you have to take the contents of what I'm saying. Either the storyline works for you or the concept. It's up to you on how you interpret these messages. But whatever this is you're cutting it off, you're clipping it. Too much arguing, too much battling, all right? The Five of Swords, this is one-upmanship, and the five represents change. This confirms everything I just said to you, and you saw the card just flew out on its own. So I don't follow the cards follow me. And the cards follow me because they are a piece of paper, and paper picks up our energy, right? I hope you guys get that. Tarot is a great way to get reconnected. And if you are looking for that after you cut the ties with this person, just learn how to do it for yourself. I don't mean go out there and do it for a living. And if you do it for a living, you're going to see you're enhanced by it. But remember, your mind is what is the powerful thing. This is a mind game. This person plays a mind game with the Five of Swords. Swords represent mind, mental manipulation, the arguing, communication, right? That's what the swords represent. So this is somebody who likes to pick fights and arguments, and you're going to clip the tie with that person. It's not about love, okay? It's about self-preservation. It's about, I love you so much. It's more about unconditional. I love you so much. I'm going to let you be who you are. I'm not even going to try and fight you to change your mind. You see me the way you see me. I send you whatever is meant for you. Okay. Don't give them all your energy. Just say whatever the universe has for you. That's what I send to you, and let it go. And you're going to heal very quickly. This group of you, it's going to be very, very beneficial, and you're going to see things start happening in a very positive way once you do this. Remember, this is somebody that constantly argues with you, keeps you stuck and trapped where you don't know how to get out of this situation. So whoever this is, put in the comments if it's you. You can just say, it's me, okay? You don't have to tell your story if you don't want to, but this is really somebody who had a lot of power over you, raining down power. Remember, this is family and friends. Now, it may be romance, but we're going to look at that in a minute. This feeling stuck is really going back to that anchor, all right? Feeling like you're anchored to the ground, but it is getting ready to change, most definitely. Your relationships for another group of you are going to kind of like come back together, all right? If you've been estranged from somebody for 4-5 years, maybe longer, there's a chance of a conversation coming in, and that conversation is going to be very good. And it may happen at an event, a birthday party, a celebration, a wedding, um, not a funeral, something where there's a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. I guess that could happen at a funeral, but that's not what I'm seeing. This is just a really powerful energy. What the vision is showing me is you're walking up and you're entering into the room where the ceremony is, wherever, the party is, and people turn around and stare at you, and right away somebody comes up from the left side and says, hey, and they jump in front of you, and they're actually happy to see you, and you can feel there's a difference in the energy vibration of this person. You guys are very good at reading energy. A lot of you are very well aware of that. You're going to know that this person has been working on themselves. Whether you choose to be with them or not, that's up to you. It has nothing to do with the first vision, the first scenario that I'm speaking of. This is a totally separate one where I feel at one time it was a really good union and something just happened. Something happened that made it just kind of change and created a divide. But there is a chance of this turning around. You also have the card of justice, and justice is a big part of what Taurus is experiencing in the entire month of February. Justice in your foundation areas, your education, your work, your finances, where you live, but family and friends. Also, it's going to have to do with romance in a second. But this justice is all about you getting what you deserve. If you want to call that karma or dharma, that is up to you. But it's like everything that you have been through, now the rewards of victory are coming through. The justice of the challenges and the struggles with family and friends, with you, with your inner self, the connection to you, mind, body, and spirit. It's going to be very, very good for our Taurians. I like this very much. Now let's take a look at romance, okay? Because some of you, this is about the whole situation. You're going to take that 2 stories that I just told you. You're going to put that as one, and that's your partner. No, really, that's what I'm seeing. But you have the overall energy of this, all right? If you're getting ready to walk away from a divorce, and I feel some of you, it may be 3 years in the making, that could be contemplating it for 3 years, but I see a payout coming. So I feel it's already been in court. Look at that. You've got the Queen of Swords. This is the judge. This is the attorney. Or this is the attorney. This is somebody saying, okay, I'm on your side. Making a plan, creating a proper divine, a healthy division of the estate, of the property. I feel somebody was really being taken advantage of. Most likely it was you, Taurus, where you were going to get, it was a fraction, just a fraction of what really should have happened. So let's just say it was, $10,000, okay? And I'm using figurative amount, but if it was like $10,000 and you're going to get 2,500 out of the 10,000 and the rest goes to the other person, where it's totally unfair. So it held it up for maybe 3 years. I'm seeing 3. I don't feel it's 3 months. I feel it's much longer than that. So if you've been waiting a while, this is getting ready to happen. And what I mean by that is the movement. This is a letter. This is acknowledgement. This is getting a new attorney. This is a change that's going to start working the wheel back in again. Now, I don't feel it's going to be completely final until probably May. Could be March, but I feel it's more around the month of May. But it is going to be very beneficial where this change is in your favor. So it depends on where you're located on the timing of what's going on, because the outside world is definitely doing its own thing. Again, you have justice when it comes to relationship. So what I was just sharing with you, this completely aligns with that, the card of justice, right? Getting your fair share. So that's the second justice card you've gotten in this reading. I use different decks, right? So this is beautiful because that's why the Ace of Pentacles is here, because justice and karma, it's on your side. You've paid your dues. You've taken care of and gone through all of the stuff you needed to to make things right. So when it comes to relationship, it's about setting new boundaries, all right, or changing and looking on a healthy mindset, the mental aspects of it, the emotional aspects of it, and the spiritual bonding for those of you who are still in a relationship. You know, this is beautiful for those of you that are still with a partner. I feel that the relationship is actually going to change, and the things that are happening around your life, you know, the dramas, the people or lack of people and lack of any drama, the changes that are happening around your life is going to make you to look at each other again. You're going to look into each other's eyes and you're going to figure out, okay, well, we have nothing to do. Let's play Yahtzee. Okay. You're going to find something to do, whether that's walking in the park, because I see two people walking in the park, or playing a game. It's just like you're going to find whatever it is you need to do, and you're going to kind of like lock back into each other again. It's very, very lovely. Those of you wanting romance, and romance is going to be high in the year 25 and 26. People are going to be welcoming love in, but also there's going to be a lot of prowlness. Watch out who you get involved with, all right? Now, you have the Two of Pentacles, and you may have been going back and forth between two different people. Some of you may have been going back and forth. Do I even want a romance? I don't think so. And most people are very free to say, I don't have a love life, or I don't want anybody. I hate blah, blah, blah. But this reading has so much more than love in it. And so does your life. It has a lot to do with you. This is you going back and forth in your own mind saying, do I want to give up my self-love for a relationship? And nobody should and nobody would want to, but you shouldn't have to. If you have to give up who you are for that relationship, it's the wrong relationship. If you are losing sight of who you are and you're trying to do things to make them feel good, that's going to throw you out of balance. And this Two of Pentacles is a being out of balance. Now, some of you are dating two different people, or you are involved with somebody and you're getting ready to meet somebody. I do see a group of you who is making a decision on somebody brand new, and you're going to really like this brand new person. So have faith and really start getting yourself in a direct alignment with the divine mind, body, and soul, so that you know exactly which of those two to pick, and make sure that you aren't picking an icky one. Okay, you have to know who you're dealing with. Now, we're going to tap into your guided message, Taurus, because this is just a powerful month. So let's see what my guides have to say. Please follow me on my new community. It is a blog. I'm writing articles for you, but also a chat. It's our newsletter. The link is in here. It's called Rising Through Ascension. Okay. When you hear the bells, you'll hear bells as if somebody was going like this with a bell that's upward, and it goes ding, 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 ding. When you hear the bell, when you hear the sound of the bells, know that you are being guided in the right direction. Every decision you make from this moment on has to do with you and going in the direction that is best for you, or going in a direction that is not in your best interest. So you must be in alignment. Some of you are still not getting into prayer, meditation, solitude of the mind, of the body, of the spirit. It doesn't mean you have to live alone. It means that you need to learn to be within, so that what's in can connect to the divine. Most of you have already done the work, and you are getting ready to reap the rewards. This really is your year, if you want it to be. You must have the knowing that things are on the way. I don't know who, I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know when. I just know. When you do this, you are locking in your divine energy as a co-creator with the divine, and the universal energy will move through you and bring all the goodness into your life. And as it comes in, it goes down and plants into the ground. It locks into earth, giving you beautiful, strong prosperity. If you find that you are stuck and you cannot move forward, if you find you keep meeting the wrong people, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, and even feeling defeated, call upon me, call upon my team. I will be there with my mighty sword to help protect you and pick you up so that you can realign with the divine. You have the power to do what you want to do, what you need to do. The power to change comes from within. All right, Taurus, I hope this helps you. Have a wonderful month. Much love. Thank you.